So we can also take quick measurements and create solids within RealWorks. So for this example here, I'm going to create a solid out of this pipe run, and then from the center line, I'm going to take a direct measurement from the center of the pipe down to the ground. So for us to do this, I'm going to go to my limit box mode. Just gives me a better field of view. I'm just going to bring it down to where it meets the ground, like so, and then maybe just extract this back a little bit, like so. I'm just going to go back to my isometric view so I can view it from a different angle. I'm just going to maybe just get rid of the wall just to give me a little bit more vivid detail of the actual pipe, and maybe just get rid of the ceiling here and so on. I can maybe just bring it in a slide a little bit more just to get rid of some of the other detail on the wall. So now you can see here I have a nice clean view of my pipes. So for me to create a solid out of this, I can obviously have my point cloud selected. I'm going to go to my plant. I'm going to go to easy pipe, and then I'm going to move my box out of the way a little bit, and then I'm just going to zoom in towards the bottom of the pipe. I'm going to select my extract, and then kind of just going to eyeball the center of it, and then I'm just going to draw a cylinder around it, and you can see how it's automatically fit a cylinder to the pipe. Again, one good thing to note, it only needs to see a certain percentage of the pipe, about 30% of the pipe, and then RealWorks is able to calculate the actual diameter of the pipe. So you can see here on the right hand side, it's actually after creating the diameter of the pipe already. So once we're happy with that, we can hit start. Now it's going to model the actual pipe for us, and then we can pick to continue. We can select here, and then it'll follow along the pipe and so on. And we can smooth the pipe out as well too, and hit model and so on, and then create. So here now we have our pipe solid created. You can see here how the blue line is, and then we can export that blue object right out into AutoCAD or into Navis, if we had a tie point here. Also, if we wanted to export the center line of this pipe, I'm going to close my modeling tool, and then here I can come here to my model section. Sorry, I think it's under my plant, and then you can see here export pipe center line. Just before I do that, I'm actually going to physically select my my pipe run. So if I double click on this, it groups all my subsections of the pipe into a folder structure. So if I want to do for all the parts of the pipe run, I can just select the first one, hold Control or hold Shift, and then select all of them. Now I'm going to export my pipe center. I normally will create a new folder just to keep everything in its correct position. I say center line pipe export, and this is the folder where I'm going to save it in, and it's going to be in mechanical room. I hit save, and then my units I can select from a number of different units. I'm going to keep it in US survey feet, and then hit export. So now I exported the center line of the pipe. If I did want to bring this back into RealWorks to as a reference, I can just come right into my home, and I can go into open, and if I go back here to my folder structure, I see here I have center line of pipe export, and it comes right into the DWG, and you can bring this right into RealWorks, sorry not RealWorks, into AutoCAD as well. Now you can see here we have the center line of our pipe, and then if we wanted to get some direct measurements from that, we can come over here to our ruler, and we want to make sure that we have the horizontal distance measurements selected, And then we can just zoom right into where our point is. And it's going to get a different angle, and then you can see how it will auto select from the pipe. And then I'm just going to zoom out. Even if I don't select down a plumb line from the center of it, if I select here at the corner, RealWorks will automatically fix that distance for me. So now you can see the distance from the ground to the center of my pipe is 8.003 of a foot. And again, I can create this as a PDF line as well too, and I can even export this object as a polyline right into AutoCAD. So I can say you know, distance to pipe, CL for center line. So you can really start to build up your point cloud model right out of RealWorks.